Hey everyone, welcome back to Live Well While Living. All right, for all you brownie lovers out there, I have got to show you this one. This is one of our favorite treats, and we like to make a lot of balls. Lemon balls, molasses balls, they're basically date balls. This is another date ball recipe, only it's a brownie one. And you are going to absolutely love these. I'm telling you, it's so super simple. I've got my my Ninja little food processor here. And you can see my counter is just full of stuff right now. But you're gonna need some medjool dates. These I picked up at Trader Joe's. I can pick them up, you know, basically anywhere at any grocery store. I like to get them with the pits in. And the reason for that is I like to pit my own because every once in a while you come across a bad one. And it looks like powder, like black powder. I don't know if you can really see that in there, but it's not a pleasant sight. So this batch, I actually had 2 of them, you know, out of this whole container. Every once in a while I get 1 or 2, but I just like to pit my own because I like to be fully in control of all that. So what you're gonna need is just basically a couple ingredients to make these. The dates, walnuts, which it's just a 1/4 cup. I like to do like a heaping 1/4 cup, and then I put them in and I just chop them up a little bit if they're not already like chopped up. So pardon the noise. Just chop them up a little bit. Then I'll throw in my dates, and I've already got them pitted. It's 1 package, so it's a 16-ounce package of dates. I throw them in here, kind of spread them out. And before I actually chop up the nuts, I will spray using avocado or olive oil cooking spray. I'll spray the inside just because, you know, your dates are pretty sticky and everything, and you don't want it completely like gooping to the sides, right? So I put my dates in, I chop them up a little bit again. Pardon. And then the next step is adding cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder. And it just calls for 4 heaping tablespoons of cocoa powder. And try and spread it around and stuff so that it doesn't all just kind of go poof, you know, when you mix it up. Gotta make sure I'm counting. This is number 3. And depending on your dates, some dates will be drier than others. So if you have a dry batch, you're just going to want to add a little bit of olive oil or avocado oil to your mixture and blend it up. And just kind of wait and see. Don't add a whole lot, just kind of a little bit at a time. And then mix it and see if it balls up, because that's what you want it to do. You want everything to just kind of ball up, and then you know it's really good and mixed and that it's ready to take out. Okay, so I'm going to mix mine up here really quick. And you can see it's got the cocoa powder all on the sides and it's doing its thing. But it doesn't really sound like it's balling up, right? So I'm gonna just show this to you, what it kind of looks like right now. So you can kind of see there's clumps, but yet it's not all really well mixed. These dates were a little dry, and like I said, I'm missing 2 because they were bad. So I'm just gonna take a little extra virgin olive oil, and I'm just going to pour in a little bit all around the outside. And then we're going to mix this up again and see if it balls up. It sounds like it's getting pretty close. And as you can see, it's definitely getting more of that dark, rich brown versus the cocoa powder color. Yeah, they're a little dry. So I'm just gonna add in a little more olive oil. Just dump that in there. And we're gonna blend it one more time. Yeah, they're still a little dry. So a little more. And you could add water too. That won't hurt it. I just like adding the olive oil because it just gives it that richness. And it also helps with the next step, because the next step is when we take it out, we're going to roll it into balls. And then we are going to spray it with some olive oil if it still looks a little dry after rolling them into balls. And then we sprinkle pink Himalayan sea salt on top. So you get your sweet and salty, and they make the absolute perfect treat. We stick them in the freezer, and then you just get out one and you enjoy just one little sweet treat rather than a whole pan of brownies. You know, like I said, these are so super simple, good ingredients, a really good, healthy little treat. Obviously, you don't want to overindulge, but yes, they are to die for. They're super tasty. So stay tuned. I'm going to mix these up a little bit more, and then we'll start rolling into balls. All right, so I ended up adding just a splash of water to it because it just wasn't gelling very well. But as you can see here, we've got our brownie mixture, and it's pretty soft and gooey, but we're still gonna have to kind of, it didn't form a total ball. So we'll just have to mold it when we roll it into balls. And I make them about 1 inch. So, you know, you're just gonna like kind of squeeze it together in your hands, roll it into a ball, and then you're gonna have a whole tray full of these yummy little brownie balls. All right, we've got our balls all rolled. We're ready for the next step. Here is just one batch of balls, brownie balls. And I like to make 2 batches when I meal prep and make a lot of these, whether they're lemon or molasses or the brownie or the peanut butter balls. We love those too. Just because, you know, this you can go through pretty quickly, right? So I will be making another batch, but what we do next is I just spray with a little olive oil just to make sure that the pink Himalayan sea salt sticks really nicely. And then we toss them in the freezer and we freeze them for a little bit before we stick them in a Ziploc bag and have them in the freezer to take out one at a time and have a, you know, a yummy little savory sweet treat. And out of the freezer, it makes them just really nice and kind of chewy, which is what we like. We like to even stick a bunch of dried fruit or like prunes and stuff like that. We'll stick them in the fridge just to give them that extra chewiness. So these are all ready to go. They've been salted and they are gonna go in the freezer. So I hope you enjoy all of these recipes and these healthier ways to, you know, have snacks, have good protein going into your body, and also just, you know, eliminating all the processed sugar and the processed treats that are out there that are just full of garbage and not really providing you with much nutrients. So comment, like, share, subscribe to our channel. We appreciate it. All you need is an email to subscribe to our YouTube channel. And we hope you enjoy. If you have any suggestions or ideas or something that you would like us to try, let us know. We look forward to hearing from you. God bless America, and stay tuned to the next one.